From the Friday through Saturday, the 26th through to 28th of January, the Wolves Original Literature Festival returns. To tell us more about some of what's going on, because there's so much of it, we couldn't possibly talk about all of it here. We have Jonn Penney. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
So it's massive this year.
It's enormous. We've got 95 events at last count.
Okay, it's now impossible for someone to go to all of the events as part of the Literature Festival, but they've got so much to choose from, they're going to be spoilt for choice.
Well, they are. You know, we've got all kinds of things going on. We've got workshops and talks, stand-up, poetry, you name it. You know, we've got columnists coming in. Mm-hmm. We've got plenty of authors coming in. So we got a lot of good stuff. Highlights wise, it's unfair really, but we've got Will Self. Mm-hmm. We've got Don Powell, the Slade legend. Yeah. We've got myself, less of a legend. We've got.
We'll talk more about you in a minute.
Yeah, we got Lindsay Hanley, who's a columnist for the Guardian, and just an absolute plethora. You know, there's stuff for everybody. I'll list you the venues if you'd like.
Yeah, well, because it is across the whole city, isn't it? From the Lighthouse through Wolverhampton through everywhere. So I'll let you do that.
Absolutely. So to cram 95 shows in, we've got the Slade Rooms, we've got Newhampton Arts Centre, we've got the Lighthouse Cinema, we've got the Grand Theatre, we've got the Arena Theatre, we've got Bantock House. We've got Wild Bites Cafe. Yeah. You know, I will have forgotten somewhere because there's so many venues.
Well, so there are something to host all of that, and it's the length and breadth of the city, and it's going to be absolutely fantastic with the array of things on offer. But someone like Ian Billings doing his talks through to the stuff that you're going to be doing. I mean, to take Literature Festival seriously, you should be writing a book halfway through it, and that's kind of what you're doing with the event that we're actually both involved in.
Well, you know, it made me chuckle because it wasn't that long ago we were looking at how well things were doing, how well the tickets were shifting for the ticketed events, and Phil, the organiser, turned around to me and said, "Doing pretty well, really, John, to say that you're probably one of the only people at the festival who hasn't written a book." And I haven't yet.
But the plan is that it's going to come out of this. So tell us the name of the event.
Well, the event is called John's Atomic Memoir Will Not Write Itself.
And this is covering the fact that you can't really be bothered doing any work yourself ever. No, because maybe it is. Yeah. And when it comes to, you're so busy in the rest of your life, writing a book is just difficult to fit in. And it's about time we had something on paper. There's so many great books from around the world of rock and roll, and the indie scene really deserves to have even more stuff written about it, because they were great times.
They were great times, and it's kind of, I guess it's part of my chemistry and maybe a black country chemistry as well, to kind of underthink those things and kind of not sort of talk them up too much to yourself or to other people. But, you know, it's a cliche in my office. Someone will say something and suddenly, John's rock and roll stories, and out comes something about something that occurred, you know. And, you know, I'm not going to sell loads of books. That's not the idea at all. But my kids might think, well, what did my dad get up to that made such a fuss, you know? Mm-hmm. And there are some things in there that I think people might be interested in. But yes, I am a slacker. Yes, I am a procrastinator. I don't have a massive amount of faith in my own memory. But I think there's stuff going to be worth telling people about. And, you know, part of the fun of what I'm trying to do with this event is I'm trying to find out what people actually want to know about as well.
And what they know and what they remember from around that sort of time. Because we had a great time last year as part of the Literature Festival, having a chat and looking back at some of the memories you have got still whizzing around in your head. And of course that came off the back of books which have covered that era, but nothing specifically Ned orientated. And you're taking it one step further by providing a bit of a gig too.
That's right. So, I mean, we thought, well, if we're going to milk people of their interest, we need to incentivise a little bit. Mm-hmm. And we kind of thought, well, you know, if you take random questions for a couple of hours, it's going to be a bit strange. It's like, oh, John, why did you split up? Oh, John, what was it like at the start? It's difficult to kind of structure. So we thought, okay, let's...
Mostly it would be about your hair care products anyway, I'm sure.
Well, I would have thought so. Yeah. So we thought, okay, we can't do a full band thing. Let's try Ned's Acoustic Dustbin and see what comes out of it. This particular format of Ned's Acoustic Dustbin, which is just myself and Rat, you know. Mm-hmm. There may be other formats in future with other members involved, you know what I mean. But we thought, okay, let's play the chronology of Ned through songs, and we'll pause in between songs and we'll talk about certain times in history and certain songs and things that kind of fly off from that period and that song and that kind of inspiration of what was going on at the time. And we just thought it's just a way of structuring it really, but also a kind of novel way of doing it, and a nice way to kind of revisit the real kind of bare bones of the songs that we wrote.
So a trip down memory lane for the music for you, a trip down memory lane for everyone talking about it, and the opportunity to drop in with questions at the event. And I'm going to be trying to keep everyone under control and making sure that they ask the right questions at the right times.
Good luck with that.
I know it's going to be interesting. We'll see how this works out. But it is going to make it a great evening for anybody who loved that whole music scene from the time. And I was, didn't do my sixth form stuff and my A levels, and we were surrounded by your music, that of your peers as well. So I'm very much looking forward to the event itself. So that should be absolutely brilliant. What are the details for that one? Because I know you know all the details on this one.
Well, that one is on Saturday the 27th. It's at the Slade Rooms, and the doors open at 8 o'clock. And we'll be talking through till I guess about 10:30. We'll have a nice interval. And it's just going to be a fun night. I think we'll have a bit of a get together and a bit of a 90s loving, and hopefully a bit of laughter will come out of it. And we'll all enjoy ourselves. It
should be rather a treat, which is going to be absolutely fantastic. But then the whole Literature Festival is going to be brilliant too. So there's paid events, there's free events, there's long events, short events, and there's going to be everyone trying to work out how they can fit all of this into their diaries over the 3 days. So where do people find out more?
Well, people need to go to the website, which is wolvesliteraturefestival.co.uk, and everything is there.
So nip along to the website, wolvesliteraturefestival.co.uk. You can find out exactly what's going on and have a great time on that 3-day festival.
Yeah, let's have fun.